Hello everyone, Michael here from Michael Ghelfi Studios. This video is a comprehensive guide to Opus. We will only dive into the technical aspects, how to use Opus. I will not speak about the tiers, membership, or the Foundry module, which we keep for another video. This video should replace all other videos. If you have the courage to watch it full, you should not have to watch the other videos. And I hope my Swiss accent is okay and you can understand everything. If you don't, you can always come on the dScryb Discord, and they will happily explain something you may have missed or something I did not explain properly, which is possible. So here we have the main view of Opus. Opus has two different tools in it. There's Roam and there are the collections. Roam is to browse the contents and also to play on the fly if you don't have the time to prep your adventures in details. The collections, on the other hand, are the big adventures, the things you spend time working on it. Actually, not so long because it goes really fast, you will see. But it's the files you can just load and have everything at end to play your adventure. dScryb works, or Opus works, with the concept of files. You see on the left here, I have all the recent files that I have opened. You won't have any if it's the first time you play Opus. Your favorites, I got a few. These are 3 adventures that I played for my players, prepared for my players. Here I have all my collections, especially. So as I said, collections are the adventures. Here are the music playlists. I have only 2 because I curated about 80 or 90 different playlists, but they are on another account. And SFX playlists, I don't have any, but dScryb has many different featured collections and featured playlists. I can show you these ones. They're just here. Featured files are the files that are official. So what are they? It's, for example, the Desert Essentials sound effects, the Cavern Essentials, such as stalactites falling from the ceiling, walls breaking, and all the kind of things that happen in a cavern. They're made to make your work much easier, so you don't have to browse into the whole collection if suddenly your players decide to go in a cave where they should have gone in the tavern instead. It happened to all of us. And it will keep happening. So everything is prepared in case you didn't have the time to do it. And they were carefully curated by me. I know the library really well, so that's why I had to do the job. And I'm happy with how it turned out. Same for the music playlist. We have 80, 90 different music playlists. They're kept up to date. I keep updating them once we have new audio. At the moment of this video, we have 7,000 sound effects, audio elements, which takes into account music and ambiences and sound effects, obviously. So yeah, it grows fast, but everything is up to date. And we have the collections here. The collections are, as I said, the adventures. We have Curse of Strahd, Lost Mines of Phandelver, Caverns of Thracia, and Rime the Frost Maiden. We have many others currently being developed. And we also work with big publishers, not going to say more, but maybe once you see this video, they will be out, that are preparing their own adventure for dScryb. And that's the cool thing is, it's not limited to big publishers. If you're a small publisher, or if you are, for example, a streamer, you can prepare your own adventure, you can prepare your own playlist and share it with everyone. Here, I have the community files. These are all the different adventures collection prepared by the community and shared with everyone. You have a few elements that pops, and they're made automatically by dScryb. Look, what do we have here? 50 blocks. August Company. I have no idea what is that. It has 50 blocks. It was edited 128 days ago. It has Elven, Warrior, and Boast as tags. They are selected automatically by the system. The system checks what you have as blocks, and it selects the most 3 prominent elements. It's mostly fantasy. It's a collection, and it's public. We have the same for music playlist and sound effects playlist, but we will not look into that right now. Let's dive into Roam. Roam is, as I said, the tool you use to not prep or to browse the content. So let's open Roam. We have three different panels. On the left, it's the tags. It's where you look for content specifically. At the center, it's where you play the contents. We have three different colors: yellow, green, and blue, which is just here. Blue is music, green is for ambiences, yellow is for sound effects. I can just, by example, just click on one. It's a 22 shell that drops. I can expand here, and that's the player. We have four different sliders for volume. So the first one is for my own volume. If I play with players, if I create a room and they just join it, by example, if you play remotely, this is the volume just for me. They can set their own volume on their side. By example, if you have a player who do not like audio or who loves audio, they can set it the way they want. And you can also create your own mix, which applies to everyone for ambiences, music, and sound effects. As you can see, we have different colors that are reminiscent of the colors we chose for every element everywhere. On the left, we have the player for music specifically. So it's the loop feature, play, skip to next, go the one before, I don't know how it's called. And this is shuffle. So if you have a long playlist, once it stops, once you have a song that stops, it skips to any other randomly. So on the right, we have for everything for the playlist, music, sound effects, and players if you invite people. How do you invite people? Very simple. You click on invite here. You have your own list, own link, sorry. You click copy link and you send it to your players. They don't need to create an account or anything. They can just join. Players on Opus can play their own sound effects. We are the only one to offer that. I don't know any other TTRPG tool that does it, and we have a huge library just made for players. They have access to the same sound effects than you, but so many were made just for the players, such as the attacks, the players' interaction, and farts and that kind of stuff. Obviously, you can mute your players because some can be a bit chaotic sometimes, just sometimes, right? So let's give a look at the main elements here. We have the search feature. Searching is super important when you have such a huge library, otherwise you're lost. And we know other tools that are a bit chaotic in terms of search, and we don't want that. We want things to go really fast. That was our main goal. So I want an ambience. I just click on ambience. Or maybe I want an ambience and the music. Okay, but one of them has to be related to, let's say, anticipation. That's a tag. What are tags? Tags are selected by our editors team. They are many, they're professional. They listen to everything and they set tags that make sense with the whole dScryb ecosystem. I want a song or ambience related to anticipation and also ballroom. Okay, I have 12. As you can see, it's only music. Okay, that's good. Let's say I listen to them. I won't do it right now, just to show you the tool. I want these three. They appear on the right element. You know what? I'm gonna add a few more. Okay, 5. And now I don't want music. We can see that I don't have any music, any ambience that has these tags. That makes sense. Tags are automatically deleted if nothing applies. So I want ambiences that are related to forest, okay? And we have many here, many different variations. And I want forest related to dinosaurs. Oh yes, of course. And I can just click here, which pins them. And now what happens if I get rid of all the different tags I put? Okay, they stay at the top. Whatever I write, they stay at the top. So I can play, if let's say I prepped it, I didn't prep my scenario, but I want everything at the end here. I just have my ambiences that stay here while I search for other elements. And on the left here, let's say I go back to music. I want music, and I know that one of my favorite composer is on dScryb, on Opus. We know, I mean, I invited many composers to join us. Opus is not a closed ecosystem. I think we're on one of the only tools that has many composers on it, and which wants to benefit to the whole ecosystem of creators, music creators in the TTRPG industry, and I'm really proud of that. So Adrian von Ziegler, love the music he does, great guy as well. I can just select him, and I have all his songs there. These three. So I added these ones to my playlist. I can if I clicked, I would have the audio. And that applies to everyone. We have Chopin, we have Mozart, we have many composers, and see that even Johann Sebastian Bach, we have some classical music on it as well. Okay, let's go back to sound effects. Sound effects works exactly the same as music. I can just select a few ones here that I like. They're pinned, but they do not appear at the center. They appear on the right here because it works the same as the music. Now let's give a look at playlist. Playlists, as I told you, takes a lot of time usually to listen to music and to make your playlist. We don't want that. You can if you want, but we want to offer playlists to be ready for you. So I can click here. I go into playlists, and it will load, as I told you earlier, the different feature playlists. So it's the one that I made for you. So this adventure is about Astral Lands, let's say, and combat. And I want a few character themes to be loaded. And they appear here. Good. What happens if I click on one of them? Astral Lands, there. It loads it. It loads the whole playlist. And the ones I had just before, they did not disappear. They're still there. If I, oops, I misclicked, sorry. If I disable the playlist I had. So it's Rome. So Rome is not meant to be saved. That's why everything disappeared, but it's not a problem because if I want something to stay, I can just make a collection. So I was speaking about playlists. So I have my files featured. I can check the community files, so made by everyone. I can search for one specifically if I want like combat. And I hold the combat playlist made by everyone. Okay. And my files are the playlist I made. I can also search for fantasy, modern, and so on. I'm going to show you how to make your own playlist. Very simple. Let's say I want these four. Okay. I can click here and say my playlist 3. I can make it private if I want. And now I have my playlist, number 3. Good. I can go back to Rome. As you can see, you can switch from one to the other. There, music playlist, I want my files, and now my playlist 3 is here, and I can use it anywhere. And the different tags are selected. They are the ones that were present in the playlist. So let's move to collections. Collections are the adventures you prepared. I have a few prepared. I'm going to show you how they look like once they're finished. So this is so it's in French because I play in French. I have the whole story prepared from the start to the end. I can write text. I have all my different ambiences here, sound effects. I'm going to show you how to create that, but this is how it looks like when it's done. I did not add any image because I use different system for images, but you can use them if you want here. You can add some. And I can, by example, it's rich. We have rich text editing, which means I can select some text, and I can have some headers. I can put italic. bold and so on everywhere. It just works. I can also click here to have the link copied, the link to the block. That's very useful if you write, by example, you don't use dScryb to take your notes, and you use another tool, but you want to move directly to the right block to have the audio played, because I have so many blocks here. Let's say I want the audio from Egret and Co. I don't have any for them. I organize it differently. But yeah, I have here. Let's say you want to move from, you click on the right link and you're good to go. I have all my playlists. I can click on any of my playlists here, just there, and it loads all my playlists, all my songs from the playlist, as I showed you before. It just works exactly the same. And same for the sound effect. I just have one for the whole scenario because I put my sound effects directly in the blocks. I'm going to show you now how to create your own collection. So I click New Collection. And I start from scratch. I go on the top left. We have the search feature, which is a bit different than on Roam, because Roam is made to search things and not to save things. Here we have a smaller search element. We have everything, even the text, because here you can have text. So I can select ambiences, all the ambiences. I can have ambiences and music together. I can also search for different elements. For example, forest. I have all the elements having forest in the title or in the tags. I have the tags here that you remember. Works exactly the same. I can have the action ones, mostly text. The tags pop at the top once you selected them, so you don't have to look for them everywhere if you want to deselect them. So let's say camp. I only want ambiences, and I have ambiences related to camps. I want orc camp in forest at night. Here, it's added there. It replaces the basic element that was here there to explain how it works. And I have one ambiences here. I can have a bit more. So if I do it this way, just adds a new block because I did not select a single block. If I click on a block, like by example here, you see there's a black outline. I click on it, and now I can add directly a few ambiences to it. Good. Works exactly the same for sound effects. It's very logical. Once you played with it for 2 or 3 minutes, everything comes naturally, I think. And you have also the tags, and you have here the creators. I want the ones made by me, but we have 2,500 sound effects at the moment. But if I want music, I cannot because I clicked on sound effects, and you cannot add music to the sound effect block. But okay. Here, so I only have music to select here. I can add music related to anticipation, and I have a few ones, and I just want the ones made by ASCII, and here we go. And I can just select the ones for fantasy, by example, and we have a few less, 14. That's it. And you can here build your own block, you know. I can write my text, and it's good. I can edit it, and it just saves, and you can play your scenario this way. I can click there, rename my collection, make it public if I want, change the thumbnail, and yep, I think I've shown everything. I've certainly forgotten a few things, but you will find them. If you don't, if you have a question, you can just send us a message on Discord. That's where you will receive the fastest answer, because the rest of the community is also here to help you. Anyway, thanks a lot for your attention if you're still here. And I wish you a lot of fun using Opus. Thanks a lot.